This is Calvin Castine. It's July 12th, 2002. And we're at the Lyon Mountain Field, beautiful downtown Lyon Mountain. It's the day after National Convenience Store Day. National Convenience Store Day, of course, 7/11 every year. This is 7/12/2002. Bill Durning Jr. is going over the ground rules with Mr. Alan Ryan. Umpires tonight will be Ron Chase on the bases, and behind the plate, Bashful Bill Chase. The Vero Beach Florida Nationals against the Lyon Mountain Miners, little exhibition baseball. Vero Beach 4-0 on their 2002 road trip. They come in here with an overall record, including this year, of 121 wins, 26 losses, and 1 tie since 1984. This is their 19th consecutive year of making the trip. The third baseman, Brian Stanton, will lead off for Vero Beach, Florida. On the pitching rubber tonight for the Miners is Joe Light. See the mountains in the background. Terry Mountain over there with the channel 57 transmitter on it. Over that away. Lyon Mountain, New York. A lot of history here, and
here we go, gang. Here we go.
Baseball, a big part of that history, and of course that show we did last year, some of the former ball players, is one that's often talked about. A lot of people mention that to us even now. We'll set the Lyon Mountain defense. Joe Light is pitching. His battery mate is Jerry Kowalski. That's hit to third. Here's a throw to first. Can be in the dirt. Nice scoop. Nice scoop by Tommy Kowalski Jr. First base is Tommy Kowalski Jr. Second baseman is Jamie Jutman. At shortstop, it's Gary McGee. And at third base, it's Dave Waldron. In the outfield, left to right, Nick Dubray, Scott Baker, and Kyle Kowalski. Shatra and Peter Kowalski are on the bench available for duty. This is Kyle Schatt. He is the shortstop for the Mariners, for the Nationals. That's fouled back and over the stands. You don't park too close to the stands when you come to a ball game here. All the locals know that. Imagine the visitors end up with a dent or two once in a while. A busy little area here in the heart of the Lyon Mountain. We've got some information that Mr. Ryan has passed along to us regarding the team. We hope to pass that along to you very shortly. It's a hard hit ball to second baseman Jutman. Over to Kowalski. We have 2 down. And it'll bring up Tommy Giles, the pitcher tonight for Vero Beach. Leadoff hitter Stanton. He's 18 years old. He was on the mound, picked up wins over Lyon Mountain and the Mariners last year. Brian graduated from Merritt Island High School this summer and expected to play junior college ball during this coming year. He was the leadoff hitter. Let's see, Giles. Let's see if we can find out something about him. Yeah, you get a long paragraph about Giles. Giles, who made the trip 3 years ago, left-handed pitcher. He'll probably get the Game 1 start versus the Mariners on July 7th. On July 7th, they'll pitch again against Lyon Mountain, and that's the way it's worked out. And Giles has the first hit of the ball game. Let's see. Giles graduated from Vero High in 2001 and was redshirted by the Indian River Community College this past spring. He's a hard thrower with a great deal of movement on his pitches. When not pitching, he does an outstanding job in the center field, and is a solid hitter and definite long ball threat.
Here we go, gang. Let him know if he's going.
This is Vincent Parker. Parker making his first trip, and that's hit in foul territory. Kowalski over, and He is worried about running out of bounds here, so if he didn't have this area right here to worry about, he probably would have caught that one, but he had to pace himself so he wouldn't run into anything. Parker is 19. He's from Vero Beach. He's on the roster of the Southern University in Louisiana team, where he was redshirted this past spring. He's the cleanup hitter and hits for both power and average. He is a fine prospect, according to Al Ryan. And when we talk about prospects, we'll fill you in on a couple of former players. There's strike 2 called, low in the strike zone. See, we had Bill Chase's son, Nick Chase, not on the roster tonight. I'm sure they're saving his arm for the playoffs, actually the makeup games on Sunday in the Champlain Valley League. That pitch is high. And a couple of former Vero Beach Nationals that have been drafted by the major leaguers and are in the midst of minor league careers at the moment, and hopefully it's the start of something big for both of them. There's a line shot right to shortstop. Gary McGee grabs it, checks his glove, wants to make sure the ball is still in there. He made the catch. So a line shot to McGee. Got a little scoop of ice cream that time, vanilla flavored, of course. Nothing across, one left after 1/2 inning. It's Vero Beach nothing, and Lyon Mountain coming to bat here on Hometown Cable. Hey, look at the Lyon Mountain defense. Pitching is Tommy Giles. His battery mate is Victor Gonzalez. At first base, Ryan Wyckoff. Second baseman is Kenny Poydenis. The shortstop is Kyle Schacht. At third base, it's Brian Stanton. In the outfield, from left to right, Vincent Parker, Gage Smitley, and Hyman Raines. Eric Miller is not in the starting lineup, but he is expected. He is the Northeastern Clinton graduate who played with the team last year and with the team again this year. Greg Holmes and Al Ryan are the brains of the operation. Dave Waldron will lead it off for the Miners. And Giles will toe the rubber. A year ago it poured. Vero Beach took the victory, a one-sided win. But it was driving rain here in Lyon Mountain. Fly ball to right field. And on the first pitch, we have one down. The ball hit to Raines in right. So one down, and bring up left fielder Nick Dubray. Dubray, one of many minors to make the CVBL All-Star team that played the Clinton County Mariners earlier in the week. Just missing. Bill Chase and Ron Chase donating their time in this exhibition game. That's fouled off into the stands.
Thank you.
Giles is set. Lefty. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Check swing, he went around. He doesn't wait for the call. He pleads guilty, and Bill Chase says, "You're out of here." That's 2 down. Be a strikeout. And catcher Jerry Kowalowski will step in now. Two down, nobody on. 2 out, nobody on. It's hit to left field, deep left field. And it's grabbed by the center fielder. So a couple of first ball hitters and a strikeout. That was squeezed by Smitley, and after one full, we remain scoreless. Vero Beach Florida Nationals and Lyon Mountain Miners here on Hometown Cable.
What do you think,
We'll continue with some of the information provided by Al Ryan on the Vero Beach team. Kyle Schacht, who is the shortstop tonight. He's a pitcher, infielder, and outfielder who last year pitched in 3 games on the trip, all in relief. He was 1-0 and had 3 home runs on last year's trip. Kyle is back for the 3rd time and is a student at Vero Beach High. He's 18 years old. Brian Wyckoff, 18. He is a 2-0 on the mound in New York last year, is back for the 3rd time and resides in Vero Beach. Victor Gonzalez is 20 years old. He's a catcher, infielder, and outfielder. Victor was born in Puerto Rico and hit .315 on last year's trip. He's a team leader and very serious about the game. Played some college ball at Brevard Community and currently lives in Palm City, just south of Vero Beach. This is also the 3rd trip to New York for Victor. Pat Hakey, who is not here tonight, he's in Massachusetts, is playing for the 3rd consecutive year. He is 6'7", a right-handed pitcher who also plays first base, was 1-1 in New York last year, played college ball at Troy State in Alabama this past spring. This is Victor Gonzalez. He's the catcher, and we just read the info on him. He is leading off here in the 2nd inning. Hit to right field, and it's a base hit. We have the lead batter on this time for the Nationals. That brings up first baseman Ryan Wyckoff. Light checking the runner. We'll see if this will become a game of pitch and catch. Nope. First pitch is popped up. It's out of play. Strike 1. We weren't sure if we'd be seeing a bunt to advance the runner. But maybe with the 7, 8, and 9 hitters up, they're not going to bunt. But as soon as I say that, the bunt is on. And Wyckoff advances the runner, and he is out 1-3. So that's 2 down. Make that 1 down. And Kenny Poydenis, the second baseman, will step in. Poydenis is 17 years old. He's a student at St. Edward's Private School in Vero Beach. Takes pitch for ball 1. We had a great year at St. Edward's as an infielder. Timmy is small but very quick and is capable of putting up some good offensive numbers on this year's trip, according to Mr. Ryan.
Joe Light, you got 3rd base side, David, you're holding. Come on, Joe.
There's a strike. 1-1. Runner at second. 1 out. 1-1 to count in the top of the 2nd inning. I'm hoping for a fast-moving ball game. My son has a basketball game at 8 p.m. in Plattsburgh. Holds up. It'll be 2-1. Nice block there by Kowalski to keep the runner at second.
Put a move on him, Tiger. What?
Foul off, or even to count, 2-2.
Come on, Joe, a lot of chatter out there, fellas. Come on, Joe.
White checks the runner again, delivers. Line shot to center field. Baker grabs, and there'll be no advance, 2 down. It's a rope, but it's right at the center fielder, Scott Baker. So that's 2 down, and Gage Smitley will step in. Smitley is 17. He's a student at Vero Beach High. He is a hard worker, extremely coachable, and has done a real fine job both behind the plate and in the outfield, according to Mr. Ryan.
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Right now. Well, your next kid. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Nice pitch.
Light delivers, a slow roller. Light's going to pick it up barehanded, not in time. Not in time. If he'd been able to get it cleanly, he'd fielded it cleanly. He may have had a shot at it, but once he bobbled it, so it will go an infield hit. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Hyman Raines. Raines is 20, from neighboring Fort Pierce, Florida. Attends Indian River Community College and played his high school ball at John Carroll High in Fort Pierce. His on-base percentage is continually around the 500 mark, and he is fleet of foot. He's a fleet footer. Strike one call from Mr. Bill Chase. Look low here. Look low from this angle. And Lyon Mountain fans don't care. They'll complain about umping no matter if it helps their team. They want good baseball. Unassisted put out by Tommy Kay Jr. The Florida Nationals will strand 2, and it remains scoreless going into the bottom of the second. The Iceman will lead off the bottom of the second. Center fielder Scott Baker, the batter.
I get it again.
And the pitch is low, ball 1. Tommy Giles. 1-1. Taping this game the day after the Expos made the big trade for Cliff Floyd. I certainly hope it's working out for them. Baker hits this to deep right center field, and it is caught by the right fielder. Nice job on that hard line drive. Hyman Raines making the catch. So that's 1 down, and Tommy Kowalski Jr. will step in. Bottom of the second inning, scoreless ball game. Miners looking for their first base runner. That's fouled back and out of play. As the bunt is way on, looks like it's going to be foul.
Oh, good try, good try.
So, nice job there. Kowalski pulling a surprise bunt. Trying to get on base, but just foul. Strike 2.
Lay off that low curve.
I don't see Miller here yet, so with let's see, Hickey in Massachusetts and not here. The Nationals have just 9 players, so that's cutting it a little close. No room for an injury. In time.
Good hustle, Tommy.
2 down. From the third baseman Stanton over to Wyckoff. Wyckoff made sure of the catch. Knew he had time to come back and touch the bag. So that's
Come on, Jamie.
2 down. And second baseman Jamie Juntman, the batter.
Put some hits together. Stop it.
Hustle it
out. You ain't got that.
Short right field. Raines can't get there in time. Bare hands it. Does a nice job of picking it up. But Juntman has the first base hit. For the Miners, it'll look like a line drive in the scorebook. But the line drives have been caught. That one there fell in.
You're getting dark.
Now Kyle Kowalski to the plate. He's a high school student. Probably going to go into his junior year this year. He, along with Jeff Yeager and some other young lady who name doesn't come to mind, involved in a life-saving effort as lifeguards recently. And they are going to be honored, the 3 of them, by the Clinton County Legislature. They probably don't know about it yet, but it was on this past Wednesday's agenda, and I'm sure it was approved unanimously. Strike 3, go to first, and they tag the runner going back to first, so they get the out. Now, how do you score that in the book? They actually tagged Jutnan for the out. So what do you do with Kowalski? So it's an interesting scorebook problem. I'll have to ask Michelle Spinelli how he'd score that when I go up to Montreal next time. Nothing across for the Miners. 2 innings, nothing for a score. Florida sending up the top of their order. In the third, this is Tommy Giles. Hits the first pitch sharply. Nice pickup at third. Fire to first in the dirt. And another nice scoop by Tommy Kowalski. So a nice play by Waldron, but his throw was in the dirt. And Tommy K, what a scoop. It was a big league scoop by the first sacker. 1 down. And it gets us to the shortstop, Kyle Shack. Light winds and delivers. Up the middle to second. Jutnan will pick it up. Easy toss to Kowalski for the second out. 2 pitches, 2 outs. It'll get us to Tommy Giles. I think I said that Giles was the leadoff hitter. He was not. It was Brian Stanton who led off the inning. Brian Stanton. So this is Giles. Giles, a lefty hitter, takes it high, ball 1. We were hoping to get Bill Chase to do the play-by-play today, but he was needed to umpire, so he's helping out in that way. That's fouled off. Miners again, battling for first place in the CVBL. In first at the moment. Line shot right to second baseman Jutnan, who makes a very nice catch. So 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for Florida. After 2.5, we're still scoreless here on Hometown Cable. Shortstop Gary McGee, the batter. Swings and misses, strike 1.
30 years ago. Yeah, 73.
Hard hit through the shortstop, another base hit for the Miners. And McGee will reach with the leadoff single here in the third. I'll bring up Joe Light, number 9 hitter. We'll definitely be expecting a bunt. Bill Durnan Jr. giving the signs down at third base. He bunts it, foul. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bunt will be off now. So Giles ahead 0-2 on the count. Checks it. They appeal it. Ron. Bill chases. He appeals it to Ron. Up to the home plate umpire whether he wants to appeal it or not. One and 2 the count. Go to first, and McGee is back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Bring up the leadoff hitter, Dave Waldron. Waldron did a nice job pitching for the Clinton County Mariners when they lost a 4-0 ball game to the CVBL All-Stars. That's hit sharply to first base. It's knocked down. So Waldron does his job. Made the out, but at least advanced the runner. A hard hit ball. Wyckoff knocked it down and was able to recover to make the play. But another foot or two to the side, and that could easily have been a hard base hit. That right down the line, that might have been a double, a game run scoring double at that. This is Nick Dubray. He's the left fielder. The runner at second. He takes strike one. 2 down here in the bottom half of the third in a scoreless ball game. And the pitch to short center field. This could be big trouble. Look out, guys. It's going to drop in. And sliding in safely at second base is Dubray. Nice job getting over there to cover that by the pitcher Giles. The second baseman, shortstop, center fielder all converging on the ball. So it'll count as a double, an RBI double. McGee scores. And Jerry Kowalski, the catcher, will step in with a man in scoring position for Lyon Mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Strike one. We're hoping for a fast-moving, low-scoring ball game so I can get to Plattsburgh. He is safe. Safe at third. There's the pitch off the fist. Taken unassisted, little pop-up at first base. Wyckoff squeezes it. So the Miners pick up a run after 3 full. It's Lyon Mountain 1 and Vero Beach nothing here on Hometown Cable. A left fielder Vincent Parker at the plate as we get set to start the 4th inning. Joe Light seems a little fatigued. Had a quick 1-2-3 inning in the third, though. It's high. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Miners leading at 1-0. Here's the pitch to second base. Jutton is there. 1 down. Now the catcher, Victor Gonzalez. And the pitch to Gonzalez is taken low, ball 1. Strike, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch from Light. Sharp play to second. Jutton has been grabbing everything over there. Over to Kowalski, 2 down. Now Ryan Wyckoff steps in. Here's the sign from Greg Holmes. And the pitch. High, ball 1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
Get 250 work. I will.
That's high.
You know how you do.
That's high. White wants to make a hitter out of him. That's low, ball 4. So Wyckoff gets the first walk of the ball game. And a free pass will take him to first base. Now Kenny Poidenis steps in, says a little prayer. Swings, hits it sharply to short. McGee over to Jutland for the easy out. 4 up, 3 down, nothing across again for Florida. Miners lead 1-0 as we go to the bottom half of the fourth. We'll check out the dimensions here. Down the left field line, it's 330. 389 to left center. That's Death Valley here. No distance marker. Oh, there we go. 417 to straightaway center field. Right center is 389. And as expected, 330 down the right field line. So a very symmetrical ballpark. And leading off in the bottom half of the fourth is the center fielder, Iceman Scott Baker. I want to remind all of our viewers that this is viewer-supported television. A hard hit ball to right center field, and it's just shy of the fence, and it'll be a stand-up double for the Iceman. A leadoff double for Baker, and the Miners have a man in scoring position to start the bottom of the fourth. A lot of you out there are enjoying these ball games, but don't quite grasp that this is viewer-supported television. We really need voluntary contributions from the viewers to keep this programming coming. So if you're watching, we're asking you to support us. This is truly local television. And this is Tommy Kowalowski Jr. at the plate. And we found out between innings how he's able to make those great scoops at first base as he uses an Electrolux glove with a vacuum at first base. Drops in. And Baker played it a little brave. He was close enough that he thought that was going to drop in, and he was right. He was about almost 2/3 of the way down. So if that had been caught, he would have had to scramble to get back. But as it is, it's runners at the corners. Nobody out. And Jamie Jutland, who's also doing a nice job today with the glove, is at bat for the Miners. Jerry Kowalowski coaching at third base as team manager Bill Durnan Jr. is busy with the 50-50.
Good eye, Jamie, good eye.
Busy with the 50-50 here. Basically a self-supporting team, and as we see so often in Altona at the ball games. Here we go. Oh, we got to. Are they going to get the run home here? They got the out. And no run. So 1 down.
Jamie, good eye.
Well, he started to steal a little soon. Don't know if he thought that Baker would score on that. This is hit up the middle. The infield was drawn in. Second baseman was playing shallow. If he'd been playing back in normal spot, he might have fielded that one. But a drawn-in infield. Drawn-in infield. Looking for a play at the plate. I don't know. A 1-0 ball game. It's only the 4th inning. Kyle Kowalowski, the batter. 2-0 now for Lyon Mountain. 1 down. Fouled off, flared to third base. Lefty Giles. Here's the pitch. Strike 3. Kowalowski goes down looking.
Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
That's 2 down. And Gary McGee, who scored the first run of the ball game, will step in now for the Miners. Was a man at first, and his team up 2-0, bottom half of the fourth. picturesque ballpark here. Beautiful place to play baseball. A lot of history here and just a beautiful sight. Nice stands to sit in and out of in there, out of the sun, out of the rain.
Come on, Gary.
That's out over the roof and out of play. Just missing. I think they wanted that one.
Come on, Gary. Come on, McGee. Get it there.
Fouled off.
Hey, Gary.
All right, sitting in the dugout. The game we saw at Northeastern, he coached at third for part of the game, then sat down the rest of the game. So maybe a little fatigued this year. That's fouled off.
Probably fly some more in. Pretty hard landing here.
And a pitch. Strike three. McGee takes it on the outside corner. And we go to the fifth inning. 2-0. Lyon Mountain leads. As Gage Smitley, the center fielder, steps in to start the fifth inning. A conference at the pitching rubber. We'll take a moment to mention that Tracy Thorpe, former Florida National, was an 11th round draft pick by the Blue Jays 2 years ago. And Al said he was in the Florida State A League and played in the league All-Star game 2 weeks ago. We looked up his record, and he's actually playing now for Charleston, West Virginia for the Alley Cats. And as of a couple days ago, he had a 4-4 record, 2.40 ERA, the fourth best league ERA in the league. In 63 innings, he had 52 strikeouts, just 19 walks, allowed only 46 hits in 63 innings, and the opponents were batting 195 against him. So Tracy Thorpe really stood out in our eyes, probably more so than any of the other ball players. He just was a real nice kid when he came up here, very polite and very also willing to help. It's just a nice play. Everybody over to Kowalski just in time to get the speedy Smitley. So Tracy Thorpe, nice to see him succeeding at the A level. And if you want to check on his progress, he's playing for the Charleston, West Virginia Alley Cats. If you have internet access, go to the Toronto Blue Jays and check their minor league teams. And it's on their website, and you can keep track of Tracy Thorpe. Also drafted is Jason Arnold from Al says from the 1996 team. He was a second-round pick by the Yankees last year after a solid career at UCF. I have no idea what UCF is. Maybe the University of Central Florida, who knows. Played A-ball last year and early this year and was recently promoted to Norwich, Connecticut AA after being 5-0 with an ERA just under 2 with Tampa of the Florida State League. Thorpe is 20 years old right now, and Arnold is 23. So Tracy Thorpe of the Charleston, West Virginia Alley Cats, just a 20-year-old and doing pretty good at the moment. So that's nice to see, and Arnold is also doing well. Hyman Raines has a 1-2 count on him. And the pitch. Fouled off. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Strike three. Kowalski puts the tag on. 2 down. Now, top of the order, Brian Stanton will step in. Stanton, the third baseman. They no longer show these games in the Vero Beach area. They no longer provide an access channel, which of course is illegal. They have to provide a public access channel, but they no longer do it. And nobody has challenged them on it. Nice stop there by Kowalski, going high for that one, and a good job of backing up by Jutnan as Waldron came charging in to get that one. A bunt single for Stanton. A 2-out bunt single. Kyle Schack will step in. Schack, the shortstop. Tying run at the plate with 2 down. And a pitch from Liberty. From Light, not from Liberty, but from Light. Foul ball. Light delivers. Foul tipped. That went right off Bill. Backed him up about 20 feet. Right off, looked like it got him on the chest. Or maybe on the face mask, I don't know. Whatever it was, it backed him up about 20 feet. He's back for more. Foul tip, fouled right back. And a pitch. 2-1 delivery. Outside, throw to first. He's back. This long at bat keeps Tommy Giles, the Florida pitcher, on deck all this time. Instead of sitting down relaxing, he's waiting on deck. I believe we must have a full count by now. So we're going to call this the payoff pitch. To straightaway center field. Baker is there, barely has to move. Squeezes it for the out. Florida is scoreless in the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It remains Lyon Mountain 2 and Florida nothing here on Hometown Cable. Joe Light at the plate. Leading off the bottom half of the 5th. Giles. Delivers strike 1. One and 1 to count. It's an hour and 19 minutes after game time, so it doesn't look like Eric Miller is going to show up tonight. Probably got lost on his way to Lyon Mountain. Strike 3. So Light goes down swinging. It's 1 down.
Come on, David. Come on, David.
Brings up the top of the order. David Waldron.
On the ball. Here we go.
Plays for the Clinton County Mariners, American Legion team, so he's got a busy weekend ahead. They've got a tournament, I believe, this weekend.
Good on, Dave.
Fouled off. Got a few fans here enjoying the game. Two-one to count.
Hustle.
2-2.
Let's go with 1 now. Let's go with 1. I'll start with you. Here we go.
Sharp play to second. Takes a bad hop. Over to first for the out. That was a grass cutter that suddenly came up on Boy Dennis. Luckily it came up a few feet ahead of him where he had time to adjust and make that catch. Type of play that got Tony Kubek some 40 plus years ago. Got him in the throat. So Waldron is out, and Nick Dubray, the left fielder, steps in with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. And a 2-0 ball game. Hits it sharply to third. Throw to first in time. Nice backhanded play. So it went from the third baseman Stanton over to the first sacker Wyckoff. 3 up, 3 down for Lyon Mountain. It's still 2-0. We're going to the 6th. Tommy Giles will step in, lead off the 6th inning as Florida will send up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. They're trailing 2-0. They are 4-0 thus far on this trip north. Hit through the right side. They finally got something by Kowalski and Jutnan. A leadoff single for Tommy Giles. Cleanup man, Vincent Parker. And he can give it a ride if he gets a hold of it. It'll be up to Light to see to it that he doesn't get a hold of it. And a pitch. Just missing. Ball 1. There's a cleanup hitter. 3, 4, and 5. I think I said 2, 3, and 4. It's the 3, 4, and 5 hitters. Kowalski out to grab it. Ball 2, no advance. Straight. Ball 3, just missing. Well, he should be taken all the way. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Ball 4, off the plate apparently, right down the middle, but off the plate, so puts a potential tying run on board for Florida. Catcher Victor Gonzalez, the batter.
Macho Light. Macho.
Strike 1. He was squatting on that one. Supposed to be his natural stance. It looked like he was squatting a bit on that one. So that's a strike, high strike. Shows a bunt, high. Nobody out, 1-1 to count. It's going to be out of play. Nobody will reach it. It's going to be in play, but not playable by anybody. Sharply, third base. Waldron knocks it down, throw to second in time, double play. A bullet that Waldron couldn't knock down. No infield fly rule on that one. He couldn't catch. He knocked it down. No infield fly rule on that one. He did not deliberately knock that one down either, but he had the wherewithal to step on third, and he looked at first. No chance at first, but he had time at second. So it's a double play, unassisted at third base, and it's a 5-5-4 double play. So break there for the Miners. Vincent Parker hit a frozen rope, and it was right at Dave Waldron at third. So now Victor Gonzalez is the batter. He's got strike 1 as he fouls off the first pitch. It changes the complexion of this game. Strike 2. Light ahead,
Bunch out.
0-2 on the count.
Your way, Chuck.
2 down. Just missing high.
Bunch out.
To Jutton, not going to catch this one. Falls in no man's land. First and second.
Next play.
Keep it back, way to keep it back.
All right, just to catch up here, that was Ryan Wyckoff. We just got that single. Gonzalez is the one who hit that frozen rope. And this is Kenny Poidenis. So we have 2 outs, 2 on.
Bunch out.
Ball 1.
2 out.
Potential tying run on board for Florida. Go ahead run at the plate here in the top half of the 6th. Throw to first. Throw to first, they got him. We weren't expecting the throw. Jerry Kovaleski fired to his brother Tommy. And they got him leaning. So Wyckoff is picked off. Going to the 7th. Looking ahead to the 7th. The Nationals will send up their 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters. Right now we're going to the bottom of the 6th with a fired up Lyon Mountain team coming to bat leading 2-0. Steve Livesey is at the game, so they're going to give him a swing here. He's going to bat for Jerry Kovaleski. Kovaleski will go back in the game.
Yeah, if you don't get hit.
Hard hit to second. Over to first, we have 1 down. It went from the second baseman Poidenis over to Wyckoff. And I bring up the Iceman, Scott Baker.
You want some?
Yeah. Come on, Baker.
I'm back.
Mr. Baker chopped third, foul ball. Strike 1. Giles delivers, strike 2.
Come on, Baker. Mark 1.
Leads ahead 0-2. Bounces across the plate. There's a player in the dugout for the Nationals. It's probably Miller.
Give one of them.
Arriving a little late here for a 5 o'clock ball game. In tight. And the pitch. Full count. 3-2. And the pitch. Off the fist. Over to Wyckoff for the second out. 2 down. Now Tommy Kovaleski. Electrolux will step in with 2 outs, nobody on. Reaches for it, yanks it foul, strike 1. Strike 2. In the dirt. I don't know if Giles overthrows or what. He gets those 2 strikes, ends up in the dirt. That's yanked foul toward the parking lot. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hit the third, go to first. In time, it goes from Stanton to Wyckoff, and we'll go to the 7th inning. In a 7-inning ball game. Lyon Mountain leading 2-0. Kenny Poidenis needs to start a
There we go.
2 or 3 run rally here, or Vero Beach will, well, he doesn't need to start it, but somebody needs to start one. Otherwise, Vero Beach will pick up their first loss of the 2002 road trip. Pitch from Light is low, ball 1. Top half of the 7th inning.
Hey, good, Joe, that's good.
In tight. Gonna drop in, be a base hit to start things. So the potential tying run will come to the plate with nobody out. The late arriving Eric Miller will pinch hit for Gage Smitley. Somebody's saying watch the bunt, but I don't think Vero Beach will be bunting. They need 2 runs. They can't worry about 1 run. They need 2. 1 will do nothing for them outside of avoid the shutout. Strike 1 to Miller. High chopper. And that will advance the runner. Well, 1 down. Nice job there by Light to feel that. And Lyon Mountain will not worry about the man at second base. His run is meaningless. Hyman Raines steps in. The only thing he does by moving to second is take the force off. It doesn't matter if he scores or not. The Nationals need 2 to tie this one. Low. Sharply fouled. Low. 2-1 to count. To right center field. Baker drops it. Baker was worried about the man at second, and he dropped the ball. Baker was worried about the man at second, and he allows the potential tying run to get to second and a potential go-ahead run to come to the plate. We take that back. The strings on the webbing in the glove, the strings broke. The ball went right through the glove. So it's going to be an error on Baker, but there's a hole in his glove. There's a hole in his glove, so it was not what it looked like originally. Ball went right through the webbing. So we got tying run at second base and just 1 out. Brian Stanton at the plate. Strike 1 to call. Nobody coaching at first base for Lyon Mountain. And of course, nobody should be coaching at first base for Lyon Mountain. Nobody coaching at first base for Vero Beach. That's high. Kyle Schacht on deck with Tommy Giles in the hole. Ball 3. Foul ball. Action in the Lyon Mountain bullpen. I think that's LeBaire warming up. Light would like a strikeout right about here.
Get a strikeout here. It'll be at least
Sharply knocked down at third. A run will score. And we got a 2-1 ball game with the potential go-ahead run on board for Florida. Kyle Shack at the plate with the tying run 90 feet away. Lyon Mountain not looking for the plate to plate particularly.
Here we go, fellas, on the counter out there, blue.
Double play would end the inning for them. Kyle Shack looking to tie this ball game with a base hit. Giles on deck with Parker to follow.
Light.
Put it in there.
Fouled out. 2-1 the score in the 7th. Hit up the middle, off glove of Light. It's going to get the run in. They get the force at second, but Vero Beach has tied it. Hopper up the middle, went off the glove of Light. He made that play. It'd still be a 2-1 ball game. Or the game might even been over. He might have been able to turn and get 2. But a run scores. Tommy Giles steps in. 2-2. With Shack at first base. High.
No, 9.
I'd like to remind everybody that my son's game starts in about an hour, so I need to get out of here. That's fouled off.
Nice pitch, kid.
In the dirt. Gets away from Kowalski. We're going to have a runner at second base. Potential go-ahead run. Now standing at second. In scoring position. Vincent Parker waiting on deck. And Light checks the runner, delivers. Up the middle, through, base hit. Go-ahead run's going to score. Baker can't pick it up. No hole in the glove that time. Baker came charging in, hoping to pick it up and fire it to the plate. Overran the ball, and Vero Beach leads 3-2. 3-2 with a runner at second base. And a cleanup man at the plate. Vincent Parker takes a look at Greg Holmes, gets the sign. And Florida will now look to pad their 1-run lead. Strike, no. Ball 1. 2-0. Swings and misses. That looked like ball 3. Strike 2, evens the count.
Heads up!
Off the roof. And down the... knocking beer cans down. That's a serious offense here in Lyon Mountain. Count holds.
That's what you'll get.
Line drive, could be trouble. Baker makes the catch. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Lyon Mountain trailing for the first time in the ball game. It's 3-2. Vero Beach Florida Nationals leading the Miners.
When Baker's club blew out, screwed us up.
Miners didn't really expect that they would need to bat here in the bottom of the 7th, but they find themselves trailing by a run, and Jamie Jutnan will lead off. Things for the Miners. 3-2 the score. Giles delivers. Strike right down the middle. Florida Nationals hoping to make it 5-0 in this road trip outside. Scott Baker's glove has been shipped to Cooperstown. It'll be in the Hall of Fame starting Monday. In tight.
Come on, JB, head. Come on, JB. You know where to put it.
Not so it goes out
Take your
there.
time.
Fouled off.
Take your time, JB.
Kyle Kowalski and Gary McGee to follow. Outside. Looks like a full count. Miners need 2 to win, 1 to tie. We don't want no ties.
I got it!
Pop to second base. 1 down. This is squeezed by Boy Dennis.
How you hit it, JB, anyway?
They'll bring up Kyle Kowalski. Giles pitch. Ball on. Strike 1.
Kyle.
You'll swing at it and let him go by.
2-1.
Come on, Kyle, get it on.
3-1. I think if somebody gets on, Pete Kowalski will be batting for Light. McGee is on deck. Straight 2. Full count, I believe.
Come on, Kyle, bat on the ball.
That's popped up on the left side. Shortstop will squeeze it. That's 2 down as
Come on, Gary.
Schacht makes the catch. I bring up Gary McGee and put Peter Kowalski
Come on, McGee.
on deck.
McGee, I got a big bug over here. Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary. Come on, Gary.
McGee, the last hope for the
McGee, I
Miners.
got your big bug.
Apparently got a bug in his eye a couple games ago and played a heck of a game after taking the bug out of his eye. Giles not happy with that call, apparently. 2 outs. Miners down to their last out. That's fouled back. Out of play.
Come on, Gary, straighten it out, bud, straighten it out.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. McGee tried to hold up, tried to check his swing, but he went around. That's 1-2 the count. 2 down, 3-2. Florida leading Lyon Mountain. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that's the ball game. So a come from behind victory for the Vero Beach Florida Nationals as they defeat Lyon Mountain by a 3-2 margin, and that's the way it was on this 12th day of July 2002. We've been coming at you from the Lyon Mountain Field, beautiful downtown Lyon Mountain. Thanks for watching, and for those of you supporting Hometown Cable's ongoing efforts.